Hey everybody, Garrett Gunderson here, and we're going to be doing a series on NFTs. So how do you set up a Metamask? What's Metamask? How do you go about and set up a Coinbase account or go to OpenSea and make your first transaction? And how do you watch out for scams and continue to ask Ross about what is an NFT so we can all figure it out? Now, we've got Ross's wife, Lindsay, who's really brilliant at all this and has been educating my family on this as well. So I'm glad to have her with us. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
You know, getting her up to the cabin is always a good thing. So, yeah, Ross, let's start on this MetaMask idea. What is MetaMask? Why do people need it? And how do they go about building it?
Absolutely.
When I say building it, just registering, setting up an account. I sound like a 43-year-old man, My kids might be right when they're like, Dad, you're old. And you guys know I recently hurt my back. I'm fighting it, man. I'm trying to be young. I've been gray since I was in high school, so that's not even what makes me old. What makes me old is how I sound like a narc when I talk about crypto.
Yep.
Show us the MetaMask. Is it an actual mask? No. I know more than that.
So MetaMask is what's known as a hot wallet, and you can add this to your Google Chrome browser or your Firefox browser. We definitely recommend using one of those versus using it on your phone. It's known to be a little bit buggy on like iOS or Android, so this is definitely a way to go.
How about Brave? You ever use Brave?
Yeah,
Since
definitely.
It's like less tracking and feels very, very new Web3.
For sure, you definitely use.
See
Brave
how
browser.
I almost sound? No, I sound old. Sorry, still sound old.
So so what we're going to do is walk you through the process of setting up MetaMask, and this is what's going to be used in a later educational video to teach you how to buy your first NFT with OpenSea, like you just mentioned a moment ago. So
right.
One of the things that's super important is making sure that you are on the correct website. It's
crazy that you have to tell people this because they're scammers.
Absolutely. There are so many websites that literally look identical or close to identical to the real site, but is not the real site. And that's a great way to get your stuff stolen. So, so metamask.io is what we're looking at. And
.io, let's make sure, .io, all right?
Yes. So we're going to go to metamask.io, and then we're going to go click on download now, and we'll choose the Chrome browser once we have that option to do so.
Hey, I know I'm interrupting, but it's because if you go to garrettgunderson.com/quiz, you can figure out your money persona. When you know your money persona, you'll be able to make better choices when it comes to your finances, understand where you've made mistakes and missteps and what was the psychology behind that, and really improve how you view money and how you work with other people with different money personas. So garrettgunderson.com/quiz, no charge, discover your results, and go ahead and comment and let us know what it was. All right,
so we're going to go to metamask.io.
.io again.
It's really important to just be aware if there's ads at the top when you're searching for something, like bypass those and just make sure that you're clicking on the appropriate site.
Yep. All right. Watching her click through this, and nothing too complicated so far. Now, MetaMask is a app essentially.
Yep. That's
going to allow you to buy things.
It is going to allow you to buy things. You can even store things.
So it could be a wallet. It's a way to store your Ethereum.
Yep.
Or ETH. As the cool kids might say.
That's right.
So it's an extension that's added to your browser. So this popped up. It's always in the top right corner.
Yep.
And then we can continue through the process.
All right. So we are going to click yes, let's get set up, and
make sure to read through all of these things. They're just giving you really important suggestions as you're navigating through MetaMask.
So the first thing that you're going to do is create a password. And when you're creating this password, this is going to give you access to your wallet every time you start up your computer or at whatever frequency you want. You can actually lock the wallet at any moment. You can set it up however you want. But make sure that with this password, you are not saving it on your phone or your computer. And that's going to be even more important when we get to the next step, which is going to be creating or writing down rather your seed
24
phrase.
Words, right?
Yeah, so it'll be 12 in this case.
12 words, okay.
Yep, but some of them are 24, like with the hardware wallets and whatnot.
Right. And I have those secured in my safe.
Yes. Yeah, there's that's a whole nother video.
I was in
lesson.
Hawaii and realized I have some of those passwords in my backpack that are sitting in my hotel. So when I got home, I immediately hit the safe.
Yeah, good call. Okay, so the next part, we're going to be moving on to writing down our secret recovery phrase. Sometimes you're going to hear people call that a seed phrase. Same thing, synonymous, interchangeable.
Right. And the order of it matters.
The order of it matters. It needs to be written down in the exact order. So we'll go ahead and click next. And then this is going to show the secret recovery phrase that you need to write down. Now, again, back to that same conversation about the password. Do not save this on your phone. Do not save this on your computer. This needs to be written down.
Handwritten. Hopefully you can read your handwriting. It's important too.
Hopefully you can. Yes, that's definitely important. And then stored somewhere securely. So once you've written this down, then you can click next, and it's going to take us to a screen where we get to confirm what that is. Oh, shit, we didn't write it down.
See, we didn't follow our own advice. We're like, hey, whatever you do, write this down. Because this is what happens when you don't.
Oh, my God.
So it's okay. Great. There's a back button. So if you do make that mistake, you can always go back. There's not an issue. But just kind of back on some of the security, making sure that you're not recording this digitally through a photo as well.
Yeah.
There's
on a podcast. Or a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Will never be used except for this purpose. But there's a lot of really smart people that are able to extract that information from a photo that you have in your gallery, through a document that you think that you've hidden the phrase well. It's a set of words that are used repeatedly, so there can be a program built to crawl for those. So it's really important that even if you think that you're doing it in a tricky way, just don't do it digitally. And then we're going to go through and...
Behind is the first one. Injury is the second one. Field is the third one. Initial is the fourth one. Glide next. Bulk. Struggle, which defines how I am. Maze. Pumpkin. 7. Runway. And banana.
So the reason it's prompting us to do this is to make sure that you've written it down correctly and just providing an additional check before you move on.
Nice.
Cool. Yep. And there you have it. You have officially set up your MetaMask wallet. So that's it.
Okay. So don't store this anywhere where someone can crawl in on the internet and take it from you. Put it somewhere safe and secure that you know that you can find it and it won't get thrown away. And ultimately, you now have a MetaMask where you have a wallet that you could store Ethereum and that you can actually transact and buy NFTs.
That's right.
All right. There you have it. Hey, thanks for watching. I have to admit, I do enjoy to see the number of comments. I do enjoy seeing the number of views. It really feels good to know that this content's getting out there and it's impacting someone. I've dedicated a quarter of a century to this, dissecting it, asking questions, learning from the very best minds I could possibly find, and it's great to be able to share this with you. So this is just a simple thank you. I appreciate you.